I want to talk about something really fundamental today, something that's really integral to my practice as a speech pathologist and that can make a big difference for you. I don't know how my little helper is going to hold up, so I may have to talk fast, but she's a little squirmy, but she's okay. This is Jocelyn, my littlest. She has two big brothers who are at school right now, so she's hanging with Mama. So, today I want to talk about a really important mindset shift that you can make that will improve your toddler's language skills. My little notes keep falling down over here. Okay, so one thing that you can really change in your mind that is going to change the way that your toddler learns to talk. So, it's a really powerful move here. So, I keep getting the question from parents, and this is over my career, of what are some activities I can do to help my toddler talk, right? What should I be doing? What toys should we be playing with? And my answer is actually, it doesn't matter. So maybe that's an oversimplification, but the real power is not in the activities themselves, it's in the strategies that we use to help our toddlers learn how to talk. So the better question is, what strategies should I be using to help my toddler learn to talk? And the great thing about strategies is that we can implement them in any activity. So the activity itself is not the important part. So what is a strategy? A strategy is something that we do when we're talking to our toddlers. So it's the way that we talk to them, the way that we support their speech, the way that we present our own speech. And when you have a strategy mindset instead of an activity mindset, you don't need to put aside special time to work on your child's language. You can do it all day long. You don't need special materials. You can do it with whatever you happen to be doing anyway. So, a strategy mindset allows you to help your child talk during every interaction you have with them. So, we're all busy, right? We're going to work, we're taking care of other kids, we're trying to have a semblance of a personal identity. And if you only, what is it? If you only think of being able to help your child during special times, suddenly there aren't a lot of those extra times to put forth this effort towards their language. So if you can shift that to thinking about helping them with their language during everyday tasks like dressing them, bathing them, having meals together, and playtime too, then you're really opening up how often and how much you're able to help them, right? Um, and then strategies are also a better route because they're designed to work on the specific areas that are a challenge for your child. Um, if we think about working with our children, are you okay? My little drooly girl. We got a bib on her for the first time today because she is just a little fountain. Where was I? Okay, so if we're limiting ourselves to an activity, then we're kind of off with what we're working on, right? Like if we base what we're doing on a strategy, then we know that we're targeting exactly what our child needs, right? So let's say you're using a strategy to help your child understand you better. Maybe you're using gestures to help them understand you better. That's something you can do in any activity. And whoa, floppy girl. um, but if you're focused on the activity, is that really the thing that we want to improve, right? It's not like we want to improve our child's Lego stacking ability. I mean, maybe if you're working on cognitive skills, you do, but that's not really the core of their talking, right? It's not like we want to work on how well can they rock that doll. Now we're working on symbolic play and pretend play. Those are important skills, but that's not what's going to that might not be what your child needs in the moment. So when you think in terms of strategies, you're able to really target the specific area that your toddler needs some help on. So if you're not a speech therapist, that might sound a little bit abstract, right? Like, how do I know what specific area my toddler needs help on, and how do I know what the strategies are to help that specific area? I actually am in the process of creating a big course that will answer those questions. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM because that is coming down the pipeline. But in the meantime, the best way to answer those questions is to get your child evaluated by a speech pathologist. And if you ever have any concerns about how your child's language is developing, that's your first step. If you're in the United States, most states have, or all states have, early intervention programs that are either free of charge or have a cost share, so they're very reasonable. So definitely get an evaluation if you have any concerns. Aside from that, there's so many resources online, right? Check out all my toddler talking tips. Most of them really come from a place of addressing strategies over activities. So, and as a parent, you know your child better than anyone, and you have an intuition. Jocelyn agrees. And you can kind of figure out which strategies might help your child the best. So look through my toddler talking tips, look through other speech therapists on Instagram and Facebook who just have a plethora of knowledge out there. There's some really, really smart therapists sharing their knowledge everywhere. And send me a message if you have questions about, what sort of strategies might help. Oh my goodness, you have so much to say too. Sorry, did I interrupt you? If you have questions about what might help your child, I'm happy to. Jocelyn's happy to help too. Right? You saying send us a DM and we'll give you some support. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, baby girl. All right. I think Jocelyn's saying that we are done here. But send me a DM if you need a little bit more support. Let me know that you watched this video, and I will. I'm going to try to keep Thursday mornings as kind of a standing live date. So keep an eye out for those, and I will be back with some more information soon. Have a good day.